Seattle.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. This is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the Bills' 48.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 47 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up second.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ronald Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead.
The kick is
and this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Seahawks 7, Bills nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner?
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be two empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
On the return is Reed. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
4-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On third down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and you give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
10 at the 27-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Down right around the 25.
Number 20.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Allen. And this one is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
10-10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. On first down, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of
23 yards on the play.
And the Seahawks first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
He's brought down.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down.
Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback that's going to take it every time and pull from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
To Tyler Lockett.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
The score, Seahawks 21. Bills 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films. They came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Allen. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Check, 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 check.
Allen now on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Switch.
A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
T.J. Yeldon, the ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Allen going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Bills 13. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Bills 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback.
Tyler Lockett. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Benson Mayowa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Second down.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Wilson on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Complete.
A very solid gain of 27.
A gain of 27 on that.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. A.J. Epinesa in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Myers' kick is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Allen. He's going to take another shot here. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Jordan Poyer on the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Across midfield to the
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect, incomplete.
Wilson.
Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 2nd half at FedEx Field now. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd and 10. At the 3-yard line.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. 56. On play action, Allen. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From the gun, Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
It's a gain of 10.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
In your face.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Ronald Jones, the
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brought him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
8 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
28-yard line.
Here's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Bills on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
He's brought down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Jerry Hughes.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
The give is to Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
2nd and goal.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Easy. Tuck.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jason Myers.
Russell Wilson taking it in. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't.
He's got a man complete. There he goes left side. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs. I knew every note to their school's fight song.
But that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
It's a gain of
not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
20.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
4-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Benson Mayowa. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
53.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
With a pinky ring, everybody used to pick at me. Now I'm the one that they picking. Next out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eat blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared